Hi guys, it's Joe again from Acklam Car Centre. You're on another episode of On the Road with Acklam Car Centre. Now today I'm in the fabulous brand new model Mercedes-Benz GLS AMG line Night Edition Executive. Now this is a very special car. It's brand new in every single way, 72 registration, delivery miles, in a beautiful colour. Stunning colour, it's called the Carbon Blue. It's a very nice, dark, rich metallic blue, and it does look brilliant, especially when the sun hits it. Now this one's a G400 diesel, which is a 2.9 diesel engine. You're talking 330 brake horsepower. I'm gonna just check this car out and really tell you what I think of it, because I think this is an amazing 7-seater. Now this particular car is VAT qualifying, so when this one does become available, it will go live on the internet and it won't last long, they never do. But what I like most about the GLS400 diesel is how quiet the engine is, how smooth the car is, how big the car is. The car, fundamentally for me, ticks every single box whilst maintaining the highest standard of luxurious items and features. The build quality is absolutely mind-blowing. You're sat nice and high up. The suspension is very comfortable. And then you see lots of wow moments from the exterior all the way to the interior, and then the gadget and gizmos, the modern technology that is used in this car. It's just a brilliant car all the way around. But remember, it has features like the 7 seats, because this is a 7-seat configuration. And every single passenger can travel in comfort, style, and they do get their own little features, like the third row seat in this particular car is heated. That's a brilliant little feature. So the guys right in the back, they still get the same heated seats. Now remember, this is an AMG line, so the AMG line has some great features to start off with, like the upgraded bumpers and wheels and everything. But then being the Night Edition Executive, it really does have some neat gadgets on it. So let's start from the front. This is a big car. You can see that quite clearly from every angle. From the front, the side view, the rear, it's just a very big car. The road presence on this car is it's different to anything else. Obviously the colour, that's the first thing that stands out for me. It looks fabulous. But then being a brand new model, you have the new design to the headlights, like the full range, the S-Class, the E-Class. It's got a new design to it, a nice softer approach, but again, very clear lens, LED lighting system with the multi-beam LED headlights on this particular one, and they're adaptive as well. You've then got things like front rear parking sensors. You've also got 360-degree camera system. So them things help you every single day driving. Now, if you look on that bumper there on that front, you'll see how refined, how sporty, but classy. Take that on board. It's all good and well looking sporty, but sometimes it can look too much. This one looks just right. And being the Night Edition Executive, the bottom section of the bumper where the splitter is, the corner inserts and the air vents, everything is de-chromed to an element. There's little bits of chrome on the door handle and a little bit of chrome in the front grille, but the surroundings around the grille, all that is black, and it looks awesome. Big front end, but when you're sat in the car like I am now, the visibility is absolutely, it's awesome again, because there's lots of glass, the panoramic roof, it feels nice and airy. There's no blind spots because the A pillar and the B pillar, everything's just in line. Proportionally, it all works very, very well. So again, brilliant. But then this one has things like the upgraded wheels. So if you look at this one, you've got the 22-inch diamond cut and black wheels on it. All the arch kit is fully color-coded. You've got side steps. Obviously have air suspension, so you can set it at different height depending on what you want to do with it. But then you have the black window surrounds, the sun protection glass. The lines and the silhouette around the vehicle, again, flows extremely well, just works. But as I'm driving now, you can just hear, and I can feel, just what a comfortable car it is. I know I could drive this car for hours, so forget how it looks and how nice it looks. I want to be able to drive the car for 3 hours, do a nice long journey, get out and still feel fresh. Going back to the exterior look, so you'll see how big it is from the side view. As you come to the back of the car, the new design on the new lighting system with that 3-dimensional LED rear lights look absolutely superb. The rear bumper, again being the AMG line, is more sportier, but then you have the exhaust tips finished off differently and slightly bigger. And then you have the automatic tailgate. The automatic tailgate can be used from the key or pressing the pad just below. when you open the tailgate, you'll notice that all 7 seats are up and you've still got a boot space. It's very important that when you're buying a car like this, because you need 7 seats more than likely, or you want a big car, that when all 7 seats are in use, you've still got enough space for a few bags, a pushchair maybe, and this has that. Now, as you come into the driver's cockpit area, this car's full of it. It's got everything: cruise control, adaptive cruise control, the massive Mbux navigation system, which is so up to date, it's unbelievable. It does everything. You've got Mercedes Me, so you can talk to it. The spec on this is phenomenal. You've got the Burmeister sound system, which is a premium speaker system, by the way. Lovely casing, but the quality is superb. You obviously got electric windows and mirrors, but then you have things like heated seats and ventilated seats, electric seats and memory seats in the front. But you've also got massaging seats. Doesn't stop there. The rear passengers have heated seats, ventilated seats, and they've got massaging seats as well. So really, this car is designed so everyone gets a brilliant time in it. The ambient lighting in any Mercedes with good spec on is brilliant. You can see the lighting on this car under the dash, around the center console, where the grab handles are, in the back, behind the seat. All of it is just lighting, and it's not end of the world, but aesthetically, and it's easy on the eye, it looks really, really good. Especially at night when it all glows up like a Christmas tree, literally. You've got so many different ways to use the media system. It's touchscreen. There's a black ceramic square on the steering wheel on the left-hand side, which controls the media screen. And you've also got a touchpad down here. And then you have Mercedes Me, so you can pretty much talk to the car, and you don't need to touch anything. Now, the new steering wheel on this car is, again, beautiful to hold. It's nice, it's leather wrapped, it's thick, it's padded. It's got a 3-spoke design to it. The right-hand side of the steering wheel, it's fully multifunctional. The black ceramic square controls the instrument panel in front of me, but then you have, like I said, the limiter, the cruise control, etc. on that side as well. Just below or behind, you have the adjustment for the steering column, which is up and down and in and out. And there's lots of cubby holes. There's cup holders. In the rear, just in the centre section here, you'll see there's also a cup holder there. Not any cup holder. It's a coffee warmer or can cooler. So you press the button and it goes red, keeps your coffee warm, or tea. And press it again, it goes blue and it keeps the can cold. Pretty neat feature. Also in the back, you'll notice in the centre, so you have a seat in the centre. It comes down, the armrest. And in there is a built-in tablet which you can take out, so you've got it in your hand, easy to access. And it controls almost all of the car. The full infotainment system, the blinds, the lighting system, comfort spec, pretty much everything. And it's a neat little feature. If you want to pass it over to someone and they can control the radio stations or volume or navigation, they want to put a new destination in, do what they want. It's just gimmicky, but it's a nice feature. The legroom and headroom throughout the full car, there's ample amount of it. Nobody can tell me they're going to be tight in this, they're going to be squeezing this, because it's just not true. Roof lining is all Alcantara. There's millions of miles of leather everywhere. That's top dash, knee pad area, the seats, the back of the seats, everywhere, door cards. It's exactly what you would expect in a top-end 4-wheel drive with enough power, great sound and comfort. Which takes me onto the driving. I've been driving this car for a few minutes now. It's effortless. I mean, this car doesn't feel as big as it looks. When you're driving it, it turns, it's sharp, it's responsive, and it goes. But it's effortless. You know, some cars you get in and when they're big, you think, this feels like a tank, or it feels too big to maneuver. Absolutely not on this. And it eats the road very, very well. What I mean by that is, the little bumps and that in the road in a normal car, I know for a fact I'd be bouncing around, I'd feel it more. This one, I'm not, because I know it's taking the road extremely well. The road noise is absolutely minimal, hardly anything, and I'm talking to you right now hoping that you can hear me and I'm not having to scream or shout or work too hard trying to explain the car to you, because it is a very good built car that does everything. Now remember, like most cars in today's market, nothing's available. You have to wait years. Now this one is going to go live shortly, and I think being back qualifying is going to pretty much sell instantly. And it's delivering miles, 72 plate, in the right colour combination with a stunning specification. I mean stunning, such as tilt and sliding panoramic roof, things that you'd want. Now I'm going to set the cruise control, the adaptive one. Let's talk about cruise control for a second, the adaptive cruise control. If you do a lot of motorway miles, it's the best thing since sliced bread, literally, because you just let it do its thing. Also, when you're driving this car, it has lane assist, remember, so it keeps you in the lane. The car, I don't want to use the word it drives itself, but it does, it drives itself, pretty much. So if I do that and let go, the car, you'll see the steering wheel, it'll keep it, see it's turning by itself. So it'll drive on its own round corners, it'll straighten itself back up again. In a few seconds, I can see from the heads-up display, it's going to ask me to touch it. So you touch it, make it aware you're here, and then off you go again. So the car does drive itself. If you're going to make a long journey, it's brilliant. Absolutely mind-blowing, because as long as you're not falling asleep, that's not the idea. The idea is not for you to fall asleep. The idea is making your journey even more effortless and super comfortable. So I'm going to go on here, and then if I see the power's there, the sound's there, it shifts. I'm going to set my cruise control. I'll put 2 car length in front of me, so I want to be 2 car spaces behind this car. I've set my cruise control. The green lights come on there with the steering wheel. It means I can now let go of my steering wheel, and it will go around corners no problem. So if I let go now, I'm about to approach a corner, you'll see the steering wheel move ever so slightly, it'll adjust so it goes on the corner, trying to keep you, you can see it's twisting, it'll try and keep you in the middle of the road as much as possible. As I get too close to that black car in front, it will naturally and automatically brake. I can also see it's flashing there to say put my hands on the steering wheel. So when I do, it goes green again because it knows I haven't fell asleep, and it'll go around this corner on its own and carry on. I'm not accelerating, I'm not braking, I'm not steering to a point. It's just turning on its own. Now that green symbol there, which I can see on the heads-up display as well, bear in mind, that green symbol there will naturally go like that there. So it's telling me to put my hands on the steering wheel. Once I have, it goes green again. But this car will drive round corners and speed up and brake on its own. Because I've put on there 2 car length, I can adjust that to 3 car length, 4 car length, or just 1 car length. But it's turning on its own, it's telling me again, listen, it's been a few seconds, have you fell asleep, put your hand on the steering wheel. I have. Now this car's going to brake here. I won't hit the brakes, the car will brake on its own, because the adaptive cruise control does that. It slows down with the car in front. How clever is that? See, it's turning on its own? You have to admit that's clever. I'm going to take over now because I want to go back. How clever is that? I will do a longer video explaining it even better, but for me, it's absolutely brilliant. Guys, this is the GLS400 diesel AMG line night edition executive. And what a car it is. It's comfortable, it's 7 seats, massive specification, brilliant colour combination. It does everything it's supposed to do, plus a lot more. Thank you for watching. Please like and share and follow. If there's anything you want me to do a video on in particular, drop a line below. Tell me what you think of the car, and then I'll try and accommodate. Thank you. Bye-bye now.